All right, happy Friday night, everybody. Glad you're with us here in the Hat Creek Interior Studios. They are dedicated to delivering superior customer experiences. They keep the West alive right here in Lubbock, Texas. They ship anywhere in the United States. Check out their showroom on South Slide Road 10101 or just go onto their website, hatcreek.us, anywhere you are. You don't have to live on a ranch to have great, cool ranch furniture. You can make it look like a ranch. So check them out. They're great people. Corey Flanagan and his folks there at Hat Creek. I have loved getting to know them, and we are so pleased to be coming to you from the Hat Creek Interior Studios. All right, on a Friday night in early September, with gentle rain falling on the South Plains this evening, it's time to get your score predictions for Texas Tech and Kent State. We don't stop there. Most Texan thing you've done this week, Kansas City and the Chargers, the fighting Mahomes getting started tonight, and then Dallas and Philadelphia. What did you learn last night? And do you have Spitgate takes on the whole Jalen Carter, Dak Prescott? Was there a second spitter? Was it a magic spit? All right, you tell us. And then whatever else is on your mind. We're always glad you're with us on a Friday night. Now, I know we get a lot of people in on the replay. That's great. We love the replay, people. That's why we archive it at theraiderland.com. But whether you're with us on YouTube right now, Ryan Hyatt's Raiderland, subscribe, hit like, share. On Facebook Live, like James, look at that. James jumping in on Facebook Live, giving us thumbs up. He's going to share and invite people in. And on Twitter X, at Ryan Hyatt Media, same deal. You can share it. You can invite people in. No matter where you are, you're getting in on the United Supermarkets chat line. It's an early tailgate. You might want to go by United tonight and get everything, but don't worry. They're going to be open bright and early. So on your way to Jones Stadium, you can hit United Supermarkets and rock on down there with. All right, so what do we need? We need ice. We need tortillas. They got all those things. You can get, breakfast burritos. You can get all sorts of, breakfast pizza. Breakfast pizza at United. You can be the guy who shows up with breakfast pizza. That's a cool thing. All right. You can do that. Thanks to United Supermarkets. We are brought to you tonight by the Shropshire Insurance Agency of Texas. Shropshire Insurance of Texas, big enough for the whole state, based out of Lubbock, Texas. Independent, just like all great Texans. Call Jeff Shropshire this week. Find out what they can do for your business, your church, your family, and everything in between on your insurance needs. Great website, great Facebook page. Check it out. Tell them we sent you. The Power of Five, we talk about it all the time. 5 people every night. Go to our sponsors, hit them on social media and say, thanks for being a part of Raiderland. You have no idea how much that means. Do it tonight while we're on the show, and then tell me, come back and tell me, in the chat line, thanks to United, hey, we went over here and we said, hey, and that's cool. Also by South Plains College, the road to Raiderland runs through Levelland. Continuing education, different, classes, whether you are looking for a professional certificate or just, an associate's or anything else. A lot of great Red Raiders started off as great Texans. Thank you to our good friends in Levelland at South Plains College. All right, let's get it started. I want score predictions tonight. Here's the question. Will Tech cover the 48.5? To which I say, if you ever lay 48.5 points in any game, I have failed you. I have failed you. Texas Tech had to score 67 points last week to cover. I know, 8-minute quarters. I get it. All right. 48.5. Can they cover the 48.5? I want your score prediction. Here's mine. I think it's going to be a little lower scoring than last week because I think Kent State's a little better than Arkansas Pine Bluff. Not sure exactly what the Baron Morton usage will be. He will start. That's confirmed. We figured as much. Is it a quarter? Is it a half? Don't know. And then everything about college football is in favor of the offense, and it's hard to get a shutout. I've got a 56-13 right now, Texas Tech. That's a 43-point win. You should take that and run with it. We learned this past week that it doesn't matter if Texas Tech scores 67 points against a tomato can. They'll drop in the rankings, so don't worry about the rankings and the polls. Give me your score predictions. What do you want? What do you expect? What do you want Tech to do with Baron Morton? How much do you want him to play? Do you want him to play? Do you not want him to play? Who'll look good? I don't know. It's up to you. Take this show any direction you want. Cowboy fans, Spitgate. What do you think about last night? What did we learn last night about the Cowboys? Positive and negative. You tell me. All right, let's get in on the United Supermarkets chat line. Don't wait. Invite your friends. Let's go. James, thumbs up. Jared jumps in on Facebook. Most Texan thing this week, I taught high school students. But what did you teach them? That would be the question. Did you teach them Texas history? Properly instruct them. What did you teach them? Alan, 59-3, Kent State. Oh, no, Tech 59-3. Tech 59, Kent State 3. I read that wrong 3 different ways. You send me that on a Friday, I'm like, Tech 53, Kent State. I don't know what we're doing here. 59-3 would be great. I would be way impressed if you held Kent State to just a field goal, no incursions into the end zone. I would be blown away. And I know they're not very good. I get it. I understand it. Man, that's hard to do. James, I'm surprised people still try underhanded, disgusting act cheats with all the cameras we have at sporting events. Are you talking about Jalen Carter spitting? Or are you talking about Dak Prescott spitting first? Maybe at them, maybe not. Towards the ground. He's a spitter. I'm a spitter. I spit a lot. You can't get mad at me. But yeah, obviously Jalen Carter, whether he was baited into it or not, stupid play. It affected the game. The whole game was wonky, weird, and everything else, which makes me go, I don't want to take away too much on either side. The downside of Dallas rushing better against Philadelphia than we expected, or vice versa. The Micah Parsons effect, and okay, Philadelphia, eviscerated at times in the first half. And then we have the long hour rain delay, and then everything else after that's weird. Like if you were asking me win totals for both teams after watching last night, would you change your bet? Would you change anything about it? I would say no. Nothing about last night confirmed a bias or anything else that I think we already had. Meanwhile, back at the comments, brought to you by United Supermarkets, where you guys are going to their Facebook page and saying, hey, thanks for supporting Raiderland, just like you're doing on the Shropshire Insurance page and on South Plains College and on Hat Creek Interiors. Tech 38, Kent State 13, says, Jared, if that's the case, people will be rioting in the streets of Lubbock come about 2:30. There will be great unrest. There will be people calling for the head of Joey McGuire. Fire everybody. You can only win 38-13. That would be moderately unacceptable. James, homecoming week is the most Texan thing. It's better with a pirate float from ropes. All right, so my friends own the pirate ship. It's a pirate ship, but it's on wheels and everything. And it's for sale if you want to buy it. If somebody wants to buy it, get in touch with me. I'll put you in touch with my friends who own it. It's epic and awesome. And here's to Ropes and New Home over in New Home tonight. God bless them all. Hope there's a lot of law enforcement. Yeah, if anybody wants the pirate ship, we can get it in your hands. Chris on Facebook. Right now it's Raiderland free. 35-3 at the half, 52-10 final. 42 points, not a cover. We asked the question, does Tech cover the 48.5? I don't care how much you love Tech. Do not lay 48, 54. Do not do that. Please. All right? Don't do that. Jeff gets in on YouTube. That is a social media platform that we're on that everyone can subscribe to. And everyone on YouTube watching, please do a couple of things for us. Give us the thumbs up, hit like, and then share it. 62-10 Tech. Morton plays a quarter. I mean, I can see that. I can see that score. 62-10, not outrageous, not outlandish. I just feel like they get just a little bit more than the 10. Morton playing a quarter, I would, if he's 100% healthy, and by that I mean, yeah, you're sore, but it's tissue. It's soft tissue. I need you to get your butt out there for a half. All right? I need you to play for a half because you're going to play probably 3 quarters against Oregon State. Might play the whole game. Don't know. And then Utah sitting down there at the end of the block, and you're going to have to really lace it up then. Alan jumps in back on our YouTube channel for Ryan Hyatt's Raiderland. R.E. Spitgate last night. Dak goading Carter into retaliating was a pro move. Dak earned some respect last night with his play as well. Here's the deal. Dak Prescott is a slightly above NFL quarterback who at times can play really well. And last night was one of those nights where he played really well. That he got some things rolling early in the first half, and obviously there was some success with the run game. And he's always been at his best with success with the run game. Go back to his rookie year, the great offensive line, and that, what was that guy's name, the running back? Anyways, he can give you these moments. Then it turned into a rock fight, and it didn't matter in the second half. And that's the problem with the Dallas Cowboys over the last 25 years is you've had quarterbacks who are better than average NFL quarterbacks, not great, but capable of playing great at different stretches. And then I'm talking about Jerry, buy into the idea that I have a great quarterback who can bail me out all the time. Troy Aikman ain't walking through that door and hasn't for a long time. Chris, need a United Turkey giveaway for closest score prediction. All right. You give me next week. I've been a little busy. You want a score prediction? You want something to give away? I'll get you something. I don't know about a turkey or whatever. We'll find something. Like a polecat or something. We can do this. This could happen. James, 63-3 Tech. I like ropes over New Home by 7. I hope you're right, man. Good luck to the Eagles as they go over to New Home tonight. JC, meanwhile, if you're just joining the program, Tech Kent State score predictions. Will Tech cover the 48.5? I say no. 56-13 will be the final score in this one. Most Texan thing you did this week. What was that? We got Kansas City thoughts tonight. We got Spitgate last night. What you learned about the Cowboys. I was impressed by the Cowboys. And then anything else on your mind? Big 12, doesn't matter. You tell me, get in on the United Supermarkets chat line. JC, the Cowboys had 3 or 4 and was a fumble away. Offense will be okay. Not that good due to bonehead defense. Will get exposed several games. Tech can pick score. They'll cover. It's a big cover there, 48.5. Big cover there, JC. All right, I remember you said that. Big cover. Can't trust those folks from New Home. What was wrong with the old home? Exactly. What were the problems with the old home? You know, did they get thrown out? Nobody liked them? Makes you wonder. It's a fair and legitimate question to ask. Jeff, most Texan things said a final farewell to the most Texan man I knew, my dad. Loved Lubbock and Texas more than anyone I know. Rest in peace. Well, God bless you, Jeff, and I'm sorry to hear that. And prayers of strength and comfort to you and your family. And it sounds like a hell of a guy, a hell of a man. And I know he'll rest well. And if he's being celebrated by people like yourself and family and friends like this, then that's all we need to know. That's all we can do. We lay them to rest, we say some good words, and we keep their memories alive. God bless you and your family, Jeff. Did I see it correctly? The Cowboys only had 4 penalties. That's impressive. I think that's right. Don't know for sure. We'll go with that. James talking on the chat line. Again, I thought the run game for the Cowboys, and even with Carter out, they still ran it effectively. That was something that I thought we weren't going to see early on. Now, again, this could be a one-off game. The entire NFL, it's all small sample size. It's 18, it's a small sample every week. So we have to sit there and go, what did we see small sample? How do we extrapolate that into the future? What did we really see? What did we really know? So you had Dallas playing their first game without Micah Parsons. What does that look like? Well, not so good at times, but still against what we would arguably say the best offense in the NFC. Okay. Then we get the weird rain delay, and that's weird. I didn't see enough of either team to fundamentally change how I value them. And by that I mean I still have Philadelphia as the team to beat in the NFC. I still have Dallas as a Midland 500 team on the year. I didn't see enough to change any course of action on how I would view them. But it was an interesting game, and that's what the NFL wanted. Amen what JC says there, Jeff. Texas Tech, Kent State predictions. I've got it 56-13. Isn't it fascinating? We're throwing around projections like 56-13. One, it's not unrealistic. Two, people are going, what do you mean they're not going to cover? They're not going to score 60? Fascinating. But that's the reality of where this team is and where we view this program and how this program is viewed right now. But again, if I could just teach you guys anything, never lay anything more than 34 points on a college game. Please don't do it. Just go money line and take the juice, but don't even do that. Alan, he's on YouTube. Bright Eyes Raiderland. Easy to do. Got about 12 minutes left with you tonight. Glad you're joining in. Shropshire of Insurance of Texas sponsoring the broadcast tonight. United Supermarkets taking care of you on the chat line, no matter whether you're on YouTube, Twitter X at Ryan Hyatt Media, or on our Facebook page. Subscribe to all of them. They're all free. And then South Plains College, another great sponsor of what we do in Raiderland. The road to Raiderland runs through Levelland. Find out what they've got. And we come to you every night from the Hat Creek Interior Studios, including tomorrow on Raiderland Rewind, brought to you by Live Life Well Clinic in Lubbock, Dr. John Skelton. New to Raiderland this fall. We're glad to have them presenting the Rewind. Check out their website. They want you to feel good. I want you to feel good. They want you to be healthy. I want you to be healthy. Live life well. Cowboys had more motion on offense last night than all of last season combined. The motion and play calling was a benefit that last night to the run. So with Schottenheimer and some of the offensive changes and everything else, I'm going to give you credit, Alan. I didn't break it down. I didn't pay attention to it that tight to say, oh yeah, we're seeing more multi-shifts. We're seeing more motion. We're moving the middle linebacker. We're seeing where the coverage is. Yeah, I didn't pay attention that closely. Now, I will say that is the key to understanding a defense if you're a quarterback, that you must have motion. You must have pre-snap motion. You've got to move people around because that's the only way you see the defense adjust and either give you what they're doing or at least try to hide it. One of two things, that you either see what they're going to do or you go, all right, they're trying to hide what they're going to do, so they're showing me this. They're not going to be in that. They're going to roll into something else. The really smart quarterbacks figure that out. Motion is the key to that. You must have motion to understand that. Cowboys head coach did a better job than I expected for a debut game. He's Schottenheimer. Here's what he's going to be. A coach. Ow, that was harsh. He's the guy who took the job. I like him. Got nothing against him. He's the guy who took the job. We got your Kent State score predictions tonight. What do you got? Will Texas Tech cover the 48? I've got it 56-13. Most Texan thing you did this week. Kansas City and the Chargers tonight. This thing, I think, is going to be low scoring. The last 2 years, these games have been really knockdown, drag-out, low-scoring affairs. Kansas City is a defense-first team now. All right? Defense first. They win with defense. That won't be different tonight. I think it's a flat 3 right now. Flat 3 right now. I don't know that I would lay 3.5 because this is like a, Harrison Butker field goal late. Butker comes out on this soccer pitch, and you hope that the field is good. Have no idea what the weather is doing down there in Brazil. But it just screams, like a 19-16, 21-17, something like that kind of game. A low-scoring game tonight. So don't get frustrated if the Chiefs don't just light it up or anything else this evening. But what do you got on that one? If you want to, anything else on your mind? JC, Tech score mid-70s to 10-ish. Well, that'd be a cover. If Tech scores 70, says Alan, then I'll buy Hyatt a beer on October 4th. October 4 beer, Corbin. If Tech scores 70 versus Kent. Written down, noted. That'd be awesome. You can just buy me one anyways. I won't stop you. You don't have to do that. James is jumping back in on Facebook. If I were an NFL owner, you have no idea how many times a day I say that to myself, James. Driving down the road, driving down Frankfurt, driving down Milwaukee. You know what? If I were an NFL owner, oh, crap. Stoplight. I would say no to my team doing international travel, too much risk to injury. Agree 100%. The Chiefs are the best team to do this in the last 10 years. The Chiefs are the best team to go on the road in a foreign country down to Brazil and do this. Now, the Hunt family and the ownership are saying we want to be the international team, that they think this could be nobody's going to be an international team. The world doesn't care about American football. The world loves soccer. The world loves, what's the one that's sort of like baseball, but not cricket. The rest of the world doesn't love football because they don't get it. They don't understand it. It's too hard. It's too rough. It's too physical. And they just can't wrap their brain around it. America is too tough for the rest of the world to embrace football. Yet Roger Goodell has tricked these owners into thinking that it's going to go worldwide. Listen, I'm old enough, World League of American Football, 1980s, the Frankfurt Fire, which was much better than the Dresden Fire, which was a really bad choice for a team name. It ain't going to happen. Football will remain uniquely American. Let's go back to the 1930s. Major League Baseball in the 1930s had touring teams going around the world. Pre-World War II, post-World War II, Japan, even China, all over different places. No. The sports are uniquely American because America is uniquely American itself. It ain't selling chicken. It ain't selling McDonald's. The sports are totally different. And until they understand that, they will continue to spend enormous amounts of money for zero return. The only sport that is making any headway internationally is probably basketball. And the NBA had to sell its soul to China to make it work. And I'm not interested in seeing any other sports do that. But basketball is maybe the only thing that is translated internationally. Well, why? Well, you can play it in a gym. There's no contact. Hell, basketball may not even be American anymore. I don't know. Alan, I'll be in the vicinity of Raiderland World Headquarters on that day. We'll find you on October 4th. Don't worry. Jeff, not just NFL, KSU still hasn't gotten over that trip to Ireland. God, it messed them up. 100%. Alan, I knew he would get the reference. Dresden's soccer team is named the Dynamo, and that still seems a bit insensitive 80 years later. Yeah. Well, they should have let Kurt Vonnegut name them. Vonnegut could have named them. They're in Dresden. Again, Alan may be one of the only 2 or 3 people that'll get the reference. That's fine. All right, couple minutes left. Tech Kent State score predictions. Get them in right now. I want you guys to do the Power of 5. Everybody watching the show tonight, live or on a replay. Go to our sponsors' Facebook or social media feeds or whatever and tell them thanks. Tonight, United Supermarkets on the chat line every night for them. South Plains College, great Facebook page. Shropshire Insurance Agency, Shropshire Agency of Texas, great Facebook page. And Hat Creek Interiors, same thing. Check them out. Go there and say, hey, thanks for supporting Ryan Hyatt's Raiderland. We appreciate what you do. We'll see you soon. If tonight and every night 5 people do that, and you do that not just for my show, but shows you love, media you love, whatever you consume and you love, you have no idea what it means to those sponsors to get that kind of feedback, all right? Alan, in 20 years, the Vegas Raiders will be the Riyadh Raiders. Hank Hill would approve. Well, he went over there to make a couple of cheap bucks. I'm still reconciling myself with that. That after years at Strickland Propane, selling propane and propane accessories, that Hank had to go to Riyadh in a fake Texas city in order to make bank. But I respect the fact that Peggy Hill learned not just the language, but the multi facets and different, what do you call the subsets of a language? Not accents, but you get the idea. And Peggy Hill, she learned that. She did that. I appreciate that. But dang it, Strickland Propane should have been enough. When I was growing up as a young man, you could go to work for a company like Strickland Propane, and you could know that 30 or 40 years later, you'd be set for life. Apparently, that has changed. Of course, Peggy would support Sharia law. It's a flattering headpiece. It really is, Hank. All right, 56-13. Here's the drill tomorrow. No Saturday column because early game, everything else. Raiderland Rewind brought to you by Live Life Well Clinic of Lubbock. Going to come your way roughly 30 minutes after the game. That'll be I hope, a non-interesting show other than how bad did Tech beat them and what else is going on in the Big 12 and what did we learn and everything else. So we look forward to that. But we still want you to join us. And then again, we want you to share this, invite your friends in. Thanks for being in with us on a Friday night. We figure everybody else has got to work on a Friday. Why can't we work on a Friday? Some people are like, you're doing a show on a Friday night? Well, yeah. Why not? There's stuff to be talked about. Kansas City coming up. We're going to watch that. It's going to be good, right? It's going to be good. We'll see you tomorrow on the Rewind. Okay? And then, again, Power 5, right? You guys who do that, hit me up on Twitter, at Ryan Hyatt Media. After you go to our sponsor pages and tell them that, hit me on Twitter, at Ryan Hyatt Media. Tell me you did it. I want to see it. See you tomorrow. TheRaiderland.com.